Hi guys, welcome to another live stream. Hope you're all had a nice Halloween. And I'm sorry for the delay, but I was just busy downstairs doing a couple of things. Yeah. Okay then. So so as I say, as I said in the promo thumbnail, the theme for tonight is going to be witches and demons movies. So if you've got any special favourite movies in those genres, talk about them to your heart's content. I hope to be on to be around about 2 hours tonight. So as I say, anything to do with witches, demons, having said that, of course, as is always the case, feel free to talk about any aspect of the horror genre, favourite TV shows, favourite movies and that. Alright then guys, so before we get underway with the comments, I've got a couple of things I'd like to show you here. Now, I've got a fantastic book, arrived just today from Amazon. I'm a huge fan of the Bewitched series with Elizabeth Montgomery. I've got the whole seasons there, guys, and lovely box set there. So when I saw this book on Amazon, I thought to myself, I'll pick that up. So it's absolutely mammoth book, and it's called The Bewitched Continuum. Look at that, guys. Every single episode of Bewitched is covered here in detail. Anecdotes about the series and different things. I'll just read you the back here just to give you an idea. The Bewitched Continuum is a fun insider's look at the classic television show's overall continuity that will have you appreciating Samantha, Darren and their circle of impish witches and manic mortals in a whole new way. Adam Michael James zaps up the same magnifying glass he uses on scripts for Hollywood studios and his columns at SoapCentral.com to explore the consistencies and inconsistencies of Bewitched, comparing and contrasting all 254 episodes like never before. So if you Bewitched, a fan of the series, guys, Bewitched, or highly recommend you pick this book up. Absolutely behemoth of a book. So there you go. Mine of information there. Okay, and of course I've got this series Bewitched there. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Okay then guys, we're just going to get ahead with the comments now. So let's just see who's in the room. Right. Okay. Fazbear Brothers is here. You okay? Hi Alan. Excited for tonight's stream. Oh, thanks very much. Thanks for dropping by. Gina is here. You okay, Gina? Hi Alan and everyone. Thanks for dropping by, Gina. Nice to see you again. Richard Brown, where the devil is Alan? Well, I'm here now. I'm here in the flesh. Sorry about the delay, guys, at the beginning. Gerard is a movie fan. Good evening, Alan. You okay, Gerard? Thanks for the reply for your previous video. Oh, no worries, mate. No worries at all, mate. Chestnut 7, good evening Alan and everyone. Good evening to you. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you again. Brian Gilson's here. You okay, Brian? Hi Alan, hope you are well. I'm very good thanks Brian. Hope you are too. Hope you had a nice Halloween. Dawn of a Discoholic 66. Good evening Alan and everybody. Which film are we talking about first? Every Which Way But Loose. Sorry about that, I couldn't resist it. There's piles of witchcraft movies, isn't there? And equally quite a few demon movies as well. In particular, Night of the Demon. Has anybody seen that? With Donna Andrews. I think that's one of the best ones, that 1957. Terrifying movie. Absolutely. Excuse me guys, got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Night of the Demon, absolutely terrifying a movie based on the story Casting the Runes. It was by M.R. James. Over Kiyoko. Now, are you a troll or are you not a troll? I'm live now. The pre-order map. Sorry about this, guy. I got the frog in my throat. Proclaiming llamas. Hey. Right. The idiots are here again. Where's me zap gun? Go and get a bloody life, you idiots. Sorry about this, guys. They just annoy me, these cretins. They really do. Sadly, there's so many of them these days. I've seen them on other people's lives as well. Clear off. Get out. Right. Pete's here. You alright, Pete, mate? Thanks for dropping by. Nice to see you again. Do you have a nice Halloween? Edward, you okay, Edward, mate? Evening, Alan, hope you're well, hope you had a lovely Halloween. I did, thanks, Edward, quiet, you know. Yeah, we had a couple of trick-or-treaters and that, you know, but luckily we didn't get any Michael Myers lookalikes knocking on the door, yeah. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad, yeah. Watched Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. Yeah, somehow, after not watching it for a couple of years, it seems to have lost a lot of its magic. I don't know if the story was pretty much similar to the first one, you know. Yeah, it seems to be, it didn't get the same degree of excitement watching it again as it did the first time, yeah, but that's just my opinion. It was the Scream Factory one I watched, you know, the one they brought out last year. Melanie Gilson, evening, Alan, you okay, Mel? Brian Gilson, hope you had a good Halloween. Yeah, great, thanks, yeah, thanks, Brian. Tony Fall, hi Alan, you okay, To? Hope you're doing well. Have you ever seen the 970 TV movie Crowhaven Farm? It's set in Pilgrim America and present day time, starring Hope Lange. Always been a favourite witch movie of mine. Do you know, To? I don't think I've seen that one. No, I don't think I've seen that one. Anybody else in here seen that one? Crowhaven Farm. No, I haven't seen it. Miserable Old Guess. Hi Alan. Nice of the Demon, great movie, Steve. Oh, yeah, it is, Steve. Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Yeah, Donna Andrews. Yeah. As I say, based on the story, Casting the Runes, you know, by M.R. James. Yeah. Oh, and that demon was one terrifying beast, wasn't it? Really was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very similar to well, it was made in black and white. It's quite similar in some ways to Drag Me to Hell. You know, passing the object onto the person and that, and whoever gets it is cursed and that. Yeah. It was quite similar to that. Both great movies. Gina Walpole to Tony Ford. Crowhaven Farm is a great TV movie, yeah. You can watch it on YouTube, right? I'll have to check that out. Room to Vroom. We don't want nutcases like this in here. Do you know, I wish I knew where some of these people lived. I really do. You're not nothing better to do than you know, come onto people's live streams and just make a bloody fool of themselves, because that's all you're bloody doing. I don't care who you are. Right, sorry about that, guys. These people annoy me, though. There's something missing up here with them to carry on like this. Where are your moderators when I need you most? Get rid of these nutters out the room. Pete says, watched Ghostwatch the other night, really quality film, and the box set is wonderful. Oh yeah, I know you picked that up, Pete. Yeah, Michael Parkinson. Yeah, as I say, it's years since I watched it. You know, well, the only time I watched it was in 1992 when it was first screened, and I don't remember too much about it, but I know some people did know from the start that it was fake and that. Yeah, I'm still agonising. I'm still on the fence over whether to pick it up. You know, pick it up like and add it to my collection, and you know, give it another watch. Cause as I say, it's years since I last saw it. Christian Bell, hiya Alan, watching Smile. Oh, it's not good, buddy. And the Lair, not good either, my pal. Wish they'd make some old classic horror films, mate. You can't beat the old classic horror films. Yeah, great stories, great characters. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. So, have you guys got a particular favourite, you know, witchcraft movie, particular favourite demon movie? Yeah, please feel free to, you know, state your favourites. Yeah, get a good discussion going. I've got one here, guys. I can highly recommend. It's kind of like it's a kind of a part love story, part comedy, part horror, and it's called The Love Witch. And have you guys seen this? The colour's lovely in this, guys. It really is. You think it was you were watching a 1960s witchcraft movie. Yeah, it's a great movie. This, yeah. It's basically about well, this character here. She uses all kinds of love potions, you know, to snare men and that, you know. But I won't give away too much what happens in that. But let's just say some of the scenarios don't end well for the men. Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. So if you haven't seen The Love Witch, I can highly recommend it. It's a great little witchcraft movie. Absolutely love it. Right, scroll down to some of these comments. Melanie's asking me, how's your week been, Alan? Okay, Mel. Yeah, not too bad. How's yours been? Do you enjoy your Halloween? Tony says, I always feel a bit sorry for trolls. Who's got the time to waste doing that sad yeah, I said, you lead bloody sad lives, you know, and you want to get up there bleeps and do something positive instead of acting like bloody goons. Yeah, and there's plenty of them around, guys, I can tell you. The Goon Show. I wouldn't say bleep on them if they were on fire. Anyway, Tony, I always feel a bit sorry for trolls. Yeah, we've had that one, yeah. Christian Bell, just picked up I presume you mean Lair of the White Worm, Christian. Hope it's good. Trailer looks good. Fella, best strong film. I saw that years ago on the Horror Channel. I think it's a kind of it's based on a Bram Stoker story, Jewel of the Seven Stars. I'm sure that's the one. Yeah, but what I can remember, it's not a bad little horror movie, that. Right. Okay. Pete's saying Ghost Watchers is really hard to get, mate. The stock is so low and going for £60 online. I believe so, Pete. Yeah, it's going for quite astronomical prices, isn't it? Yeah, and I believe Terrifier, that's shot up as well. Yeah, some of them are asking for 60 and 70 quid on eBay, which I think is bloody ridiculous if you ask me. You know, I mean, like. I mean, a lot of these movies like that, they're hyped and that, and people think like once you start becoming scarce, you know, and you can't get them anywhere, they start think, oh well, it might be worth the price and that, you know. See, this is the thing, isn't it? When movies start going out of circulation and they're very hard to find. For instance, that Scream Factory Halloween box set that was released a good few years ago, I think that's going for about 370 quid now. On eBay, that's the average asking price the last time I saw it, yeah. But I tell you what, I bet there's a few old battered boxes around of that, you know. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous myself asking that much and that, you know, especially with the 4Ks coming out, the Scream Factory 4Ks of Halloween. I think it's a bit ridiculous asking that much. I know when I bought a couple of years ago, I'm very fond of the supernatural movie Mausoleum. By the way, that's got very strong demonic elements, guys. Mausoleum, starring Bobby Bressie. I remember paying for about, how much was it? I think it was about 30 quid, because it was a rare one, like the slipcover and that, you know. So I should imagine now that would be worth a few bob. Yeah, but I wouldn't part with it. I loved that movie. That was one of the first horror movies I watched, Mausoleum, when I got my VHS video recorder way back in early 1986. That was the one that hit me eye when I went into the video shop, Mausoleum. Yeah, it's a cracking movie, guys, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, stars Bobby Bressie. Yeah, it's a kind of an exorcist witchcraft occult movie, so watch out for that, Mausoleum. Yeah, I had the DVD of it, and the picture quality was very, very poor. So when I saw the Blu-ray come out, I thought to myself, yeah, I've got to pick that up, and I'm very glad I did. It's a fantastic edition, it really is. So watch out for that, Mausoleum it's called. Right, on with the comments. Oh, Richard Brown, Race with the Devil, is that the one with William Shatner in, Richard? And Ernest Borgnine, Race with the Devil. Yeah, they get chased, don't they, by Satanists and that. I'm sure that's the one, Race with the Devil. Ebony, The Ninth Gate is really well done, yeah. It was made by Roman Polanski and starring Johnny Depp, right? I like Roman Polanski. His films are good. Christian Bell, I've seen it and own it. Cracking film and shot like an old film. The Love Witch picked that up on eBay. Fella agreed, yeah. Yeah, it's a great movie, The Love Witch, it really is, yeah. Gina's saying The Love Witch is a great film, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a fantastic movie, this, The Love Witch, yeah. I absolutely love it, you know. Yeah, pardon the pun. Yeah, so, and this character who plays her and that, you know, she's really on the money, you know, she really is, yeah. This has got some great special features as well, behind the scenes with the writer and director, yeah, deleted alternate scenes, yeah, fantastic, yeah. So as I say, guys, if you haven't seen this, highly recommend it. It's a great little witchcraft movie. Anybody like that song by Frank Sinatra, Witchcraft? That's one of my favourite Frank Sinatra songs, that. Yeah, I love that one, Witchcraft. There's no nicer witch than you. Yeah, that reminds me of talking about There's no nicer witch than you. Do you guys, a little question for you. Guys, who do you think I think is the nicest witch on television? So get your answers rolling in. I'll ask you it again. Who do I think is the nicest witch that's ever been on television? Yeah, okay? See if you can guess which one it is. Yeah, that's a good one now. Yeah, Favourite witch movie is The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yeah, great movie that. Yeah, my mum doesn't like that one, but I quite enjoy it. Yeah, it's a good one, something different, you know. Eb's here. You okay, Eb? Thanks for dropping by, mate. Great to see you back on Thursday nights. Happy belated Halloween. Oh, thanks very much, Eb. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah. I'm sorry about that last week, but I was getting myself. I thought to do the Halloween special, you see, on the on the Sunday afternoon, and I'm pleased to say that went very well. So to all of you guys who turned up, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, and I really enjoyed watching it back and that. You know, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Tony Ford, Pumpkinhead has a great wit in it called Haggis. Brian Gilson, I liked Hansel and Gretel and Demons 1 and 2. Yeah, I like Demons. I like the first one best with it in the cinema. Yeah, it's funny though, talking about Demons, I got the 4K of that. I was in Chester a couple of weeks ago, and I picked the 4K up, and you know what, when I put it on again, like the other one, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, I don't know what it was, but it seems to have lost some of its gloss. You know, a lot of these films, when guys, if you know what I mean, you know, you watch some of these films, like, you know, a good few years ago, when you watch them again years later, they're not as exciting. You know, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but there was something, the excitement factor had sort of waned, if you know what I mean. Although the picture did look lovely in 4K, I must say, Demons, it wasn't exciting as when I first watched it. First rented it out on VHS. You know, in the late 80s, yeah, but yeah, so it's a nice addition in that, yeah, but I found that with quite a few movies. I watched them a couple of years later, and the magic seems to have waned somewhat, yeah. Any movies you guys feel, you know, do you feel the same way about movies? Yeah, let me know what movies they are. Dawn of a Discoholic 66, underrated witch film for me was Superstition 1982. I enjoyed the Love Witch as well. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one, Superstition, but yeah, it's a great little movie. The Love Witch, a lovely colour as well. Very akin to Suspiria in terms of striking colour. Melanie Gibson says, yeah, I had a good Halloween, Alan. Thanks. Okay, all right. So yeah. Cheers, Mel. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. So have you bloody nutcase again? Oh God, I'm sick of these idiots, you know. I'm really sick of them. Yeah, get a bloody life for God's sake. Something missing with them, guys, definitely. I've seen them on other people's channels, and I just said, why don't you just F off, you know, ruining people's live streams and that. You must be leading very sad lives, mustn't you? You know, when you think about it and that, you know, but really sad lives and that, you know, just oh. Yeah, Fazbear Brothers, those trolls get to me. Yeah, nothing better else to do, I know. Yeah, probably losers 24/7. Ward Rutherford, Witchcraft 2, The Temperance, starring Scream Queen Della Shepherd, is really stunning. Yeah, I think I saw that years ago on VHS. Bushman Blue, you okay, Mark? Hi Alan, same troll with different name is back. Oh God, trolls. Bushman Blue, great film for kids as The Witches from 1990. Is that the one with Angelica Houston in, Mark? Yeah, I think I saw that years ago. Yeah, I don't remember too much about it. I think, is that the Roald Dahl? Roald Dahl wrote that, didn't he? Yeah, Angelica Houston. They remade it, didn't they? Fazbear Brothers, the troll changes its name and does the same thing, yeah. Bloody nutcase, whoever they are. Feel like singing that song, don't you? Everyone's a fruit and nutcase. You remember that song? You used to advertise the Cadbury's chocolate with the raisins in. That was on for years, that, wasn't it? Everyone's a fruit and nutcase, yeah. Well, I'd be singing that if they were standing in front of me now. Chestnut 7, Children of the Damned was my Halloween film with the Time Machine. Yeah, Rod Taylor's Time Machine, one of my all-time favourite sci-fi movies. I'm not a great lover of sci-fi, but that's one of the few I always enjoy. Tony Ford, Mausoleum is a fun movie, yeah. Shares a film location with the first Elm Street movie too. Oh right, I didn't know that. Didn't know that too. Nerds Junior College, I Married a Witch with Veronica Lake, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. My all-time favourite witch movie, so funny, yeah. And Veronica and Cecil Kellaway, fantastic, yeah. I haven't got that one in my collection. I'll have to get that one. I Married a Witch, yeah. Yeah, it's very good, that one. Any fans of Charmed here? I mean, I'm not really a great fan of it myself, but you know, there are quite a few people who do like Charmed, yeah. So I watched a couple of episodes on it, but I couldn't really get into it, like, you know, so I didn't watch anymore. I believe they released a Blu-ray, haven't they, of that, the whole series of Charmed, yeah. But I'm not really a big fan of that, to tell you the truth. Richard Brown is saying The Devil's Reign as William Shatner, yeah. Race with the Devil is Warren Oates and Peter Fonda. I always get those two movies mixed up, Richard. The Devil's Reign and Race with the Devil, yeah. Ernest Borgnine is Borgnine, or whatever you like to pronounce it. Borgnine. He's the cult leader, isn't he? Christian Bell. I got an old Donald Pleasance film, The Freak Maker, Academy Mutations. I had to go through eBay. Cracking film, thankfully now in 1080p. With Tom Baker, cracking film, buddy. I think I saw that a few years ago, Christian, yeah. Sure I saw that. Yeah, it had a couple of titles, didn't it? Yeah, I like Donald Pleasance. Tony Ford, not really a witch movie, but Witchboard 1986 is a great movie. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's a great Witchboard. Witchboard 2's good as well. Yeah, fantastic. However did you guess? Yeah, one of my biggest crushes when I was a lad growing up, watching 60s television. The lovely Elizabeth Montgomery, yeah, fantastic. Oh yeah, she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in a TV series, yeah. And I love this set of Bewitched, really. I think it's just fantastic. I've got I've got the whole series really. Season 1. Just started watching a couple of them. It's years since I last saw them and that. So I've been revisiting them, lately, guys, yeah. So season 1 and 2. Fantastic, yeah. So that's basically the layout of them all, really, and all the episodes and that. So yeah. Oh yeah, I love this set. Fantastic, yeah. There you go. Dick York played her husband and that. Yeah, oh yeah, as well as Bewitched and that, she's made some great movies, Elizabeth Montgomery, as well. I've got one over there, where she's sort of she gets terrorised by this killer and that, and it's a dark and stormy night, where you've heard that cliche before, and what's it called now? It's a while since I watched it. The Victim, I think it's called, or The Caller, something like that. Yeah, it's a lovely addition and that, yeah. Oh, she's made some good films, Elizabeth Montgomery, God rest her soul. Absolutely hilarious, Bewitched. War Brotherhood, I think you... don't know what this is, but is it another nutcase? Everyone's a fruit on nutcase. Yeah, Gina Walpole, definitely Elizabeth Montgomery. Alright, yeah, moderators, if you spot any of these trolls, can you do your stuff and just get rid of them before they can even utter one syllable. Christian Bell, I go for Samantha Bewitched, yeah. Geez, and agreed with Tony Pumpkinhead, great film. I haven't seen the movie. That's the one with Nicole Kidman in, isn't it? I haven't seen that. Mark's saying Drag Me to Hell is a good one, Alan. It is, Mark, yeah. I love Drag Me to Hell, yeah. As I say, it's quite similar to Night of the Demon, Oh yeah, I love Drag Me to Hell, yeah. I can't understand why some of these people, criticise it and that, say it's corny and that. Sam Raimi, he done a fantastic job. And that creepy old woman, who the girl, she wouldn't give her a loan and that extension on a loan. God, she was creepy, wasn't she? Especially when she was in the office. Oh, God. What was her name? Mrs. Ganesh, wasn't it? When she was tapping her fingers on the desk and that. One creepy woman she was, I tell you. Oh. Part in when the girl's getting into a car as well, and where she's at home and she sees her lying next to her. Oh. One creepy film, that. Very enjoyable movie. I thought they might have done a follow-up to that, Drag Me to Hell. Now, I've got the Blu-ray of that. Great picture quality. Tony Ford, Drag Me to Hell is a great shout, yeah. Chestnut 7 Witchcraft 1964 is my favourite film with Yvette Reeves as Vanessa Whitlock. I love that one. Lon Chaney Jr. Yeah, the witch is brilliant and doesn't say a word. She doesn't need to. That's one of my all-time favourite witchcraft movies. That Witchcraft, yeah, 1964, starring the late great Lon Chaney Jr. He's a descendant, isn't he, of the witch clan, and he goes mad, doesn't he, when the grave's desecrated by the builders and that. Yeah, it's great, that one. Love that. I'll have to get the Blu-ray of that. I've only got the DVD at the moment. Great movie. Mark's saying Netflix had a good trilogy of films called Fear Street about a witch bringing serial killers back to life. I haven't seen that one, Mark, mind you. I haven't got Netflix anymore, so I'll have to watch out for that one though. Yeah, I've got it. I'm with Amazon Prime. I like the what's the name of Amazon Prime as well as the movies. I like the next day delivery. Yeah. Who's selling fish fingers? I don't want any. Is he singing an ABBA song there? Hey Helen. Any ABBA fans in the room tonight? That song, by the way, was on a little bit of useless information for you guys if you're an ABBA fan. Hey Helen was on the ABBA album. I think it was released in 1975. Yeah. Well, of course, if you've been following me videos, you know how much I love ABBA. Yeah. It's one of my favourite ABBA songs. That Hey Helen. Elvira is my favourite witch. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people like her, don't they? Yeah. Elvira. Yeah, she made 2 movies as well, didn't she? And she made Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Elvira's Haunted Hills. Yeah, I haven't got them, but why she's very popular. Elvira. Dawn of a Discoholic 66. What about Night of the Eagle? Burn Witch Burn, great movie. Is that the one with Peter Wingard in out of Department S? I had that one last year. To be honest, I wasn't too keen on it. Yeah, I thought it was a bit slow, but I know a lot of people do like that one, but it wasn't for me, so I let it go. But yeah, Peter Wingard out of Department S. Yeah, he had his own series as well, didn't he? When Department S filmed, he went on to make Jason King. Yeah, very popular with the ladies, wasn't he, Peter Wingard? Yeah. Bushman Blue, yes, The Witches did star Angelica Houston, yeah, thought so. Tell you, while we're on the subject of Witches, guys, I enjoyed that 2 Witches movie that Arrow released recently. Yeah, fantastic edition. Yeah, and the real creepy The Witches. Yeah, it's got if you've got the Blu-ray, you'll know what I mean. It's got 2 interlocking stories, and it's good the way they've done it, because they're not like 2 separate stories. As I say, they're interlocked, and it all comes together to make a great climax as well. Yeah, it's a great edition, that. Yeah, Arrow did a good job with the box art as well on that. My favourite witch has always been Sarah Jessica Parker in Hocus Pocus. Yeah, always wanted to cosplay with her. I'll tell you what, talking about costumes, Halloween costumes, I couldn't believe the queues in Liverpool. Before Halloween, queues were right down the block. The Halloween shops, what they got in Liverpool. Oh God, I couldn't believe it. They got one in Bowl Street, and then they got one by the side by Marks and Spencer. So any Liverpudlians in the room, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you're in Liverpool city centre on Saturday afternoon, I've never seen so many people buying Halloween costumes. Oh God, yeah. Be in the queue for about 2 bloody hours. It reminds me of the old Pleasuredome on a Saturday night in the 90s, in Birkenhead, big long queues right down the road and that to get in and that. And also I remember going to see Grease in the autumn of 1978, and we couldn't get in because the queues were just right down the road, the ABC Cinema in Birkenhead. Oh, the queues were, couldn't get in. We gave up in the end, so waited a couple of years to watch it on the I think we first saw it on, was it VHS? Yeah, I think we first saw it on VHS. Yeah, great movie, Grease. Richard Brown, have you seen Lords of Salem? No. That's Rob Zombie, isn't it, Richard? I haven't seen it. It's an alright one, that, isn't it? Some people like it and some people loathe it. Yeah, I'll have to get round to watching that one, Lords of Salem. He made a couple of talking about Salem. They've made quite a few movies of the Salem witch trials, haven't they? Documentaries and that. The Salem witches are always a good source material for witchcraft stories and witchcraft movies and that. Yeah, one of my favourite witchcraft movies, guys. I said this in one of my last videos, although it concentrates more on the witch hunter, is the Witchfinder General, starring starring Vincent Price, who plays Matthew Hopkins. Yeah, anybody seen the Witchfinder General? God, he's brutal in that, isn't he? God, anybody even just whispered that somebody living in the locality was a witch, he'd be around the house banging on the door, dragging them out their houses and that, putting them down in the water and that, or pricking their skin. Oh, he was one evil son of a bitch, he was. Yeah, but Vincent Price, he done a fantastic job playing that character, Matthew Hopkins. Yeah, I believe he died of not Vincent Price, Matthew Hopkins. I believe he died of tuberculosis, according to histories and that, history books. Yeah. Oh yeah, one mean character he was. A lot of people think as well. Well, from what I've read anyway, a lot of people think that witches were burnt in England. They were burnt in Europe, but they weren't burnt in England. So if anybody can sort of enlighten me, cite a case where a witch was actually burnt in England, please let me know. But over the years I've read about witchcraft and that, and it's always come up. A lot of people think that witches were burnt in England. No, it never happened, but it did happen in Europe, because there was a big witch scare in Europe and that, in the Middle Ages and that. Very, very superstitious, very, very fearful atmosphere, hanging over those countries and that. To my knowledge, there's never been. I've only gone from what I've read, from different sources. There wasn't one single witch burns in England. Brian Gilson, maybe with 4K they clean the films too much and they lose some atmosphere. Yeah, I think your favourite witch is Elizabeth Montgomery. Yes, she is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, lovely lady. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, she's done a fantastic job playing that Samantha. That witch, that domestic witch. Yeah, and I like Agnes Moorehead as well, who plays her mother and that. She's got this sort of grudge against Dick York. Dick York plays Samantha's husband. Well, if you're familiar with Bewitched, you'll know what I mean. And all the things you get up to and that, absolutely hilarious and that. Yeah, there's Dick York there, guys. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, so this is one of the best box sets I've ever had. This Bewitched, absolutely love it. Yeah, bought it last Christmas and that. Yeah, bought it. All those episodes. I think it's the biggest box set I've ever had. Yeah, 250 odd episodes. Yeah, and of course it's great to have the book, as I say, the accompanying book which arrived today. Fantastic. Yeah, so I can't wait to start dipping my nose into this. Yeah, I've also got Elizabeth Montgomery's biography coming as well. Should be here tomorrow. Yeah, I think that goes into more of my movies as well, and that, packed with photos and that. So I might do what's the name of that video showing that off. Yeah, so I absolutely love Elizabeth Montgomery. You often see it on I don't know if you guys ever watch old TV shows from the 60s. Password. Any of you guys heard of that? She often appears on there. Yeah, you do get some. I've seen a lot of my favourite stars on there on those old shows and that. Linda Day George, as I say, Elizabeth Montgomery, Barbara Eden. She was another big crush of mine. Yeah, I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, she was a lovely looking girl. She really was. Yeah, and Larry Hagman, he played the guy, didn't he? He sort of like a master and that, whom she fell in love with and that. Yeah, that's a good series. Yeah, I Dream of Jeannie. Just released a Blu-ray of that, but a lot of people are moaning over that, guys, because why? What they've done with I Dream of Jeannie, they put all the series every season. I think there's about 5 seasons. They squashed them all onto 2 Blu-rays, with the result that with them being all squashed on the Blu-rays, they lose sort of like detail, compression and that, because you take up. So I'm not really a technical person on the whys and wherefores of Blu-ray production, but this is only what I've heard from YouTubers. A lot of people have complained because they crammed too many episodes on just 2 discs and that, with the result they've sacrificed picture quality. But some people say the picture quality is good. Some people they say it's not so good. So I might check it out anyway. Yeah, as I like that series. Right, Miserable August. Alan loved Devil Rides Out. Great movie. Fantastic movie. Starring the late great Christopher Lee. Fantastic, yeah. Well, on one of the rare occasions he plays a goodie, yeah. The Duke de Richelieu, I think he's called, yeah. Oh, and that scene where they're all standing in the circle and that, and the devil bursts in and that on the horse and that. I believe they touched that up, didn't they, with CGI? I don't agree with that. Touching things up with CGI and that. It's the same with remastering, like Beatles albums and Elvis's albums, and tampering. They've done the same with Jim Reeves, messing around with the music and that. Why don't they keep it the way it was, doing away with the echo chamber and putting like backing orchestra? Oh, I don't agree with that, guys. Touching movies up and records up. What do you think of it, guys? Let me know your thoughts on that. But I don't like it. They're taking away the charm, I think, of the original recordings. Messing around with it. I don't agree with it. Miserable. I'll get Alan loved Devil. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we've had that one. Comments are playing up a bit, guys. Mark saying The Gate is a great 80s demon movie. Yeah, I saw that a few years ago, Mark. I don't remember too much about that one. There's a lot of kids in that, isn't there? Didn't he do a Gate 2? Melanie's saying, love the song Witchcraft by Frank Sinatra too. Yeah, it's a great one, that, Witchcraft. Oh, I tell you another one I like as well, guys. From 1971, Maria, Maria, woo, 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 she'll put a spell on you. The Witch Queen of New Orleans. That's a great one, that. And then, any of you guys heard that one? Yes, I thought Maria, Maria, woo, woo, woo. And she was a real person, Maria LaVue in New Orleans and that, yeah. She kept like people, slaves and that, tortured them and that. And I believe, she was in one of the American Horror Story series, Maria LaVue. I think was it Kathy Bates played her. I'm sure Kathy Bates played her, yeah. So let me hear your thoughts on that, guys. Maria LaVue. I'm sure it was Kathy Bates that played her. Oh, here we go. We don't want these people in here. Be gone, Satan. Bloody nuisances they are. Oh, they don't half lead sad lives, they really do. And I'm not just talking about trolls. Right. Tony is saying Wes Craven's Deadly Blessing is a great 80s occult movie. I've got that one. I've got that one too in the Blu-ray collection. Great movie, yeah, I love that one. Miserable guess, was the TV show Bewitched based on I Married a Witch? Do you know what? I don't know. I don't know for certain about that. It could have been. Yeah, very easily. Yeah. Well, once I start getting stuck into this book, I might sort of like throw some light on that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. Yeah, I love that cover, guys. Fantastic. Yeah, all the cast. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Tony Crosby, good evening, Alan and gang. I'm a bit late. You okay, To? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, great to see you as always. Yeah, hope you had a nice Halloween, mate. Richard Brown is saying The Incubus is a good one. Is Tony Curtis in that one? Sure, he's in that one, The Incubus. Love Tony Curtis. He's a great actor. He played the what's the name as well, didn't he? The Boston Strangler. Yeah. Yeah, The Incubus. Tony thought, I don't think Ward was trolling. Grotbags was children's TV. Switch off, Rod Hall. Yeah, so you can't tell someone, half the time. So with these strange statements and that, you think, oh, we got a troll on that. There's no real way of knowing, is there really? They're like, a lot of them are like bloody Trojan horses and that. They sort of like convey a convivial impression at first. They win your confidence and that, and all of a sudden you come out with their crap. Yeah, well, I'm not having crap on my channel. I've said this before and I've said it again. I'm not having nutcases on my channel spouting crap. That's a golden rule with me. This is a family show. Right, even though it's about horror and some rather naughty things at times, all the blood and gore, it's still a family show. Right, Mark says, have you watched Jennifer's Body, starring Megan Fox? I saw it last year. Mark wasn't too keen on it. Yeah, I suppose it's one of those Marmite movies, isn't it? You either like it or you loathe it. Yeah, I couldn't get into it, to be honest. but I know a lot of people do like it. Near Junior College, Miserable gets, I think it was, yes, Criterion did a Blu-ray in America. It's fantastic transfer, best it's ever looked. Yeah. Oh, you bloody idiot, get off my channel. Somebody needs to get a life. Some of these people don't need to put Halloween some of these people don't need to put Halloween masks on, do they? You know. You know who you are, you bloody troll. Sorry about this, guys. It's these bloody nutcases and that, you know, barging in and that and spoiling our fun. Right. Richard's saying, what about Bell Book and Candle with Kim Novak? Saw that years ago, don't remember too much about it. Yeah, I like Kim Novak. She was in, what's the name, wasn't she? She was in one of the Planet of the Apes movies, wasn't she? Yeah, I think it was just the first one, wasn't it, with Roddy McDowall. He was a great actor, Roddy McDowall. Chestnut 7. I used to love that song, Hey Hey Helen. Wasn't it the B-side of Fernando? I think you might be right there. Yeah, but I had on the ABBA album, the 1975 one, like that greenish, olive greenish cover. Yeah, great song, Hey Hey Helen. So a lot of ABBA's B-sides, you know, were just as good as the singles. Yeah, that one they done Pick a Bale of Cotton, doing like a medley on top of Old Smokey. That's a great one, that. Yeah. Oh yeah, look, yeah, some great B-sides, like just like with Elvis, a lot of his B-sides, well, all of his B-sides were good, you know. Yeah, oh yeah, I love that one. Hey Hey Helen, and as I say, the one Pick a Bale of Cotton. Yeah, the way they sing it, fantastic. God, we're getting a lot of bloody lunatics in here tonight, aren't we? Go and get a bloody life, you idiots. Yeah, where is the moderator? Yeah, Troll's back again. Yeah, and you need to get out, clear off. You know, not welcome on this channel. Bugger off. Take your bad smell with you as well. Sorry, guys. Gina Walpole. Accused witches were hanged in England and America, burnt in Scotland and Europe. Yep. Gina is saying Witchfinder General was a great film. Yeah. Although the historical Matthew Hopkins died at the age of only... Oh, was he 27 when he died, Gina? I didn't know. I wasn't sure how old he was. I thought he was quite an old man. But yeah, you learn something new every day, don't you? Did Elizabeth Montgomery play Lizzie Borden in a TV movie? Yeah, yeah. Have you seen The Craft? Yeah, I didn't like it, Edward. Yeah, I wasn't too keen on that. I know a lot of people do like it. I wasn't too keen on it. Chestnut 7. Gina, never knew that he died at 27. Yes, great film. Yeah. Gina Walpole, yes, she did. Kyle McCready, hi mate. Okay, Kyle, yeah. Tony Ford, The Unholy, 1988 is another fun movie, underrated. Yeah, it's a good one, that. Chestnut 7, The Devil Rides Out is great. That scene where you see the devil creep me when younger. Yeah, definitely. Kyle McCready, I love The Antichrist, 1974. Italian film. Also Behind the Door. Behind the Door, isn't that the one with Beyond the Door, Juliette Mills, where she's like Reagan in The Exorcist? Yeah, that's quite creepy, that one. Yeah, I spoke about that one on my last stream. Yeah, quite creepy. Yeah. Tony Crosby, I bought the Beatles remasters and the mixes are awful. Can imagine so. Yeah, I'll stick with my original copies. Yeah, me too. I don't like all this messing around, tampering with the the songs what we've loved all those years. I don't agree with it. I'm always messing around with things, aren't they? They can't leave things the way they are. And just today, I heard they're going to take the bounties out of the is it the celebrations where they have the little bounty bars in? Yeah, they're just ruining people's pleasure, aren't they? You know, they're just sitting on their dirty big fat backsides wondering, oh, what can we ban next? What can we do next? Yeah, they want to ban some of these bloody idiots that's going round, bloody knife crime and all that. They want to bloody bring bloody Tupper laws out for them, and these bloody stupid idiots with their bloody stupid motorbikes and fireworks. They want to bring laws out to bloody get rid of them off the bloody streets. Sorry about the rant, guys, yeah, but, you know, it annoys me, it really does, you know, they're banning the wrong things. Anybody agree with me on this? They're banning the wrong things. You want to say that knife crime in particular, they want to get tough with that, people getting stabbed on the street for no reason, you know, it sickens me hearing about things like that, and these bloody idiots with their fireworks and that, you know. Like there's supposed to be, I don't know if you guys agree with me, I'm sure a lot of you do, there's supposed to be a cost of living crisis on, and you're getting these nutcases spending hundreds of pounds on bloody boxes of fireworks, watching the money go up in smoke. You know, it's beyond belief, isn't it? I bet if they put them up to bloody £500, you still pay it. But let's face it, a lot of the money it's not honest, it isn't gained by honest means, is it? Yeah, but enough said on that. Some of them can't wait, can they? Tony Ford, Carl McCready, I just bought the Blu-ray of the Antichrist, looking forward to watching that, yeah. Near Junior College, Practical Magic and Teen Witcher, good movies, yeah. One of my all-time favourite witches, guys, is the Witch in the Wizard of Oz, the 1939. It was made, Judy Garland, yeah. Oh yeah, she's real creepy, eh? Yeah. Oh yeah, she's one of the best witches ever portrayed in film and that, you know. I forget the lady that portrayed her, but she did a fantastic job taking that part off and that, you know. Oh, she was really mean, wasn't she? Yeah, the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. I've got the Wizard of Oz on 4K. I haven't watched it yet. I believe the transfer is fantastic. Yeah, I love the Wizard of Oz. Never get tired of watching that. Usually put on at Christmas, don't they? Kyle McCready, yeah, great film, Tony, yeah. Oh, guys, I'm just going to ask you now, would anybody like to be a moderator? The more the merrier, you know, get rid of some of these idiots off my channel, you know, get some of the stink out of here, yeah, get the stink out of here. Yeah, so as I say, if you want to get the stink out of here, volunteer to be a troll, yeah, you're more than welcome. I don't like these goons coming on to, you know, they do it on other people's channels as well, and some of the language what they come out with is vile. You'd also be bloody ashamed of yourselves coming out with filth like that. You definitely haven't got a life. There must be something wrong up here. Sorry, guys. I sometimes I have to speak my mind about these idiotic trolls that sort of like come onto people's channels and stink the place out. Right. Chestnut 7 To the Devil a Daughter was pretty good. Hammer's last film of that era, I believe. Yeah, it's a good one, that. I bet you some of these trolls on here, I bet if they'd never seen a bloody horror film they like, because they're too bloody scared to watch them. Yeah, sometimes you get them saying, oh, what do you like about horror? You know, I don't like it, but deep down inside they won't admit it, they're bloody scared to watch them. Yeah, and you want two people like that. Miserable August, Alan, City of the Dead, great movie with Mr. Lee, yeah. Melanie Gibson, family show, good for you, Alan. Yeah, this is a family channel, Mel, and always will be. Yeah, I don't tolerate idiots, I don't tolerate nutcases, I don't tolerate filth. You know, if you want to go to, if you can go to other people's channels, if you want to go to the more sort of like, near the knuckle channels, you can go to them, you know, where they'd be more at home. Keep away from my channel, you're not welcome. And if it was in me power to find out where you lived, you'd bloody know it. As I say, some people don't need to put Halloween masks on. They're ugly, not only facially, but bloody inside as well, spirit-wise. No personalities whatsoever. Right, enough of the ranting now. Let's enjoy the Witches and Demons special. So if I start skipping comments, guys, I'm not doing it deliberately. If skip your comment by mistake, I'm just trying to keep these trolls at bay. Tony Crosby, what's your thoughts on the new ABBA album, Alan? I'm thinking of picking up a copy. Well, as much as I love ABBA too, and I really do love ABBA, I don't like these new songs. I hate to say it, I don't like them. Yeah, my mum says she doesn't like them either. Yeah, and a couple of members of my family, not too keen on them. Yeah, it's you haven't got the same magic, I don't think. Yeah, I tried to like them and that, but yeah, it's disappointing, Yeah, shame really. We're doing well, like, from what I've heard. Tony saying City of the Dead was a great Amicus film. Yeah. Christopher Lee, yeah. Gina Walpole, Bell, Book and Candle is superb. I have it on DVD. Yeah, I'll have to add that one to me collection. Those Witches and Suspiria, they were real eerie, weren't they? Oh yeah, I love Suspiria. Yeah, from 1977, a lovely cold movie. Yeah, the most beautiful looking horror movie I've ever seen in my life. Suspiria. Any of you guys got the 4K of that? Yeah, I've got the 4K. I haven't watched it yet, but fantastic movie. I love Suspiria. Yeah, they've done a great job with that. Kevin's saying, I'm just discovering some Hammer films at the age of 43. Oh, what's kept you? I discovered Hammer films when I was 9 or 10, yeah. Oh yeah, love Hammer. Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, the Hammer stalwarts, yeah. Terence Fisher, the director. Oh yeah, get yourself well into Hammer and you will be in for a treat, I'm telling you. Pete's saying, have you seen the late 80s Jack the Ripper mini-series with Michael Caine? I saw it a couple of years ago, Pete, on one of the channels. I don't remember too much about it, but yeah, I'll have to revisit that. I like Michael Caine, yeah, and I like a good Jack the Ripper film, so yeah, I'll have to revisit that one. Richard's saying, have you seen Antichrist by Lars von Trier? Amazing film, very disturbing. Yeah, I seem to remember watching it many years ago. Yeah, from what I can remember. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Yeah. Any fans of The Omen here? Right. Pete's saying, in the range they're charging £300 for a box of fireworks, and people still buy. That's bloody ridiculous. That £300 for a bloody box of fireworks. They're watching their bloody money go up in smoke, aren't they? Oh, as I said before, Pete, there's supposed to be a cost of living crisis on that old belly aching. I'm gonna find the money, for me heating and that. And they're going out and buying bloody fireworks by the score. Oh, some of the adults, let's face it, some of the adults are worse than the kids, aren't they? For buying stupid fireworks. I think, in my opinion, I know a lot of people agree with me. They shouldn't be allowed to sell fireworks until a couple of days before bonfire night, because there's too many nutcases getting their hands on them, firing them at the cars and that, and causing, damage and that. They shouldn't be allowed to sell them. And that government, I don't know how many petitions have been handed in, and they won't ban them, Ebony, my cats hate the fireworks. We'll need to seal up the doors on Saturday, yeah. Just a shame people can't have fun without terrorising others. Yes, they're bloody nutcases, that's why. When I was a kid, fireworks was all about me dad setting them off in the back garden with the fountains and that, and the rockets and that. I didn't like bangers. I never liked the noisy ones, but I loved the multicoloured spark. The ones that sort of like spewed all the colours and that. And you might get the odd one that might have a little bang at the end. But what they're making now, they're like bloody nuclear bombs. And you're getting these bloody nutcases buying them and that. A lot of people agree with me about this and that. They shouldn't sell them. They sell them on the 15th of October, and then not only that, but they bloody sell them right up to the bloody 10th of November as well, and then they sell them again at bloody New Year. They want to cut it out, these bloodies. If any supermarket managers are watching this video, get your fireworks off the shelves until bloody November the 4th, and then don't sell any more. Take me ass off to Sainsbury's. They've stopped selling fireworks now. I don't know what they're doing. I'm sure this year I think that they're adhering to the same policy, but they had a good, they got it right, banning fireworks and that, yeah. So all supermarkets should follow suit and stop selling to these bloody brainless bloody dopes. Sorry guys, I'm in a right mood tonight. Watching the money go up in smoke. Richard Brown, what about the British horror Virgin Witch? I've got it and I love it. It's a good one. Yeah, good one. That nice picture quality as well. Got the Blu-ray of that. Right, Eb's saying, how can you be a moderator? Yeah, well, just put it to me. You know, I've been advised by one of my friends on YouTube how to do it and that. So just put your name forward, you know, and I'll sort it out. Yeah. But as I say, I'm not tolerating nutcases on this channel. That's all, as far as I'm concerned. That's all they are. You know, bloody nutcases. You know, they've not got nothing better to do with their sad lives. We have a fantasy of putting them all on a boat, on this big boat, and just shipping them out to sea and leaving them all there. You know, sort of like miles and miles out to sea, away from decent people. You know, yeah, bloody prison ship, miles out to sea, and the jaws, you know, the sharks all around the ship. You'd bloody know it then, wouldn't he? Richard Brown, Satan's Slave is also a good one. Yeah, good one that. Michael Goff, isn't it? Vice Bear Brothers, if you need a new moderator, I could be one. Okay, yeah, we'll sort it out. Yeah, send me a message anyway. I'll you know, after the stream and that, we'll sort something out. Yeah. As many moderators as possible, guys. You know, you're very welcome. Yeah, appreciate it. Cheers. Oh, we've got another nutcase in. Where are they all coming from tonight? Everyone's a fruit and nutcase. Pete's offering his services to be a moderator. Alright, Pete, yeah, we'll sort something out with that, mate. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, I've seen them on your, you know, you've had a lot on your streams as well, haven't you? You know, bloody nutcases and that. Oh, do your head in. Chestnut 7, Margaret Hamilton played the creepy witch in Wizard of Oz. That's it. That's the one. Margaret Hamilton, yeah. Brian Gilson saying, Christopher Lee, City of the Dead is really good and creepy. Yeah, definitely. Christopher Lee. We could do with more actors of Christopher Lee's calibre now to put some more life into some of these, a lot of these boring horror movies, you know. As I say, a lot of the horror movies that's getting made now are just absolute crap. They really are. No story, too many teenagers in them, same old tiresome plots. You know, we need something different, you know, to sort of like inject new life into the genre. Tony Crosby, Meg from the film Legend with Tom Cruise was a terrifying witch. Yeah. Chestnut 7, I was into Hammer at about 11. Yeah. Dr. Impossible, you okay, Doctor? He's saying evening to you. Will you be watching V for Vendetta on Fireworks Night, Alan? I don't know. No idea. Most probably have me bloody earplugs in on Fireworks Night. Shut out all the head cases. Ebony, oh, so you got your IP, I don't know what he means by that. Dr. Impossible saying, I'm lucky, Alan. I live in a cottage about 7 miles away from Bodmin Town Centre, so the fireworks are miles away. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, you're getting a bit of peace. Yeah. I don't mind people enjoying. You know, I'm not a killjoy or anything. I just don't like the idea of them being able to buy fireworks weeks before it's even here. You know, yeah, people. You know, sort of like some people like fireworks. I mean, I like fireworks like when I was little. You know, but I think they're like nuclear bombs now, and they're scaring the poor animals off to death. And too many horror stories about bloody nutcases throwing fireworks at traffic and that. They should be really dealt with severe sentences, them. And I mean severe sentences. These nutcases, they endanger life by throwing fireworks at the road and that. There must be something missing, you know, between the ears. That, you know, that's all I've got to say. You know, they're just nuts. They really are. Brian Gilson, if you need a moderator, I volunteer. Oh, cheers, Brian. Yeah. Send me a message, guys. After this, you know, after this stream on Facebook and that, and I'll sort it out and that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Yeah, Tony saying keep your cat in, and Bob Fine. Yeah, when we hear fireworks, we keep our cats in. Yeah, bloody nutcases they are. Nothing better to do. Gina Walpole, Dr. Impossible, you're so lucky. I wish I lived far away from the city. Yeah, there's too many goons now, isn't there? Going round like, you know, it's just ridiculous. The parents don't care, do they? They're as bad as them. Richard Brown, any favourite horror books with witches in? Any favourite horror books with witches in? Favourite horror books with witches in? Well, I like The Wizard of Oz, the original novel by Frank L. Baum. As I was saying before about the, about the movie. The Judy Garland one. Favourite ones with witches in, let me think now. Not really novels with witches in, but I love like sort of like occult ones like Haunted with James Herbert, you know, and as I said before about the well, that wasn't really a book, Suspiria. That movie had some good witches in. I can't really think of any that comes to mind at the moment, you know, particular favourite novels with their witches in. But you know, if I do later on, I'll certainly voice them. They done what's the name talking about the witch from Wizard of Oz. They done a stage musical of that, didn't they? I always forget the name of that. Is it Wicked? Yeah, I think it's Wicked, isn't it? They've done a stage musical specifically dealing with the life of the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I think it's still on, isn't it? On the theatre, Wicked. Yeah, I remember seeing the novel actually in Waterstones a few years ago. Yeah. Right, he's saying set the bloody car alarms off, the fireworks so loud. Yeah, it's bloody ridiculous, isn't it? It really is. I don't know what they see in them, to be honest with you. Brian saying, have you seen Dreams in the Witch House from the Masters of... I love that one. Yeah, that's one of my favourite episodes, that. Dreams in the Witch House. Yeah. The witch from centuries ago. Yeah, and he stays at the guest house, doesn't he? And it's all to do with, like, the way the room's sort of, like, set out, isn't it? Like, mathematics comes into it, doesn't it? The angles and that. And this witch comes in. What's the name of the witch now? Oh, is it Cassia? Oh, I can't remember the witch's name, but she's one evil witch. She really is. And the hybrid character, Brown Jenkin, the rat man. Yeah, one of the most the creepiest looking monsters I've ever seen. Yeah. He was in Graham Masterson's novel Prey. Brown Jenkin. Yeah. It's from the Lovecraft story, The Dreams in the Witch House. Yeah. It's a great one. That. Yeah, it's one of my favourite episodes. That of Masters of Horror. Yeah, very well done. That's it. Episode. Richard Brown saying, "What about Shrine by James Herbert?" Yeah. I didn't like the movie though, which was loosely based on that, wasn't it? Yeah, but I like the novel. Not one of my favourite James Herbert novels because it was quite a bit of a slow burner. But it's not a bad story. Little girl called Alice, and she's supposed to see the Virgin Mary, but it's really a witch, isn't it? It's quite a few years since I read it, but. If my memory serves me correctly, it's a witch from the Middle Ages, isn't it? Yeah, something connected with this tree. Yeah, James Herbert. Yeah, oh yeah. He was my favourite horror writer, Jim. God rest his soul. My favourite two novels of his was The Rats and the Fog. Fantastic. And he was the author. Played a big part in terms of me becoming a horror writer myself. Yeah. So loved James Herbert. I wish he was still here to churn out those fantastic books. Mark saying, I have seen Wicked and it's brilliant, Helen. Oh right, yeah, glad you enjoyed it, Mark. The witch is the good guy in it. Oh right, yeah. Oh yeah. While we're on the subject, the witches. Anybody seen that modern movie, The Witch? Now I watched that about 3 times. I still can't get into it. Yeah, it's set in it's set in America. Yeah, it's set like in olden days and that, but everybody was raving, before I saw it, everybody was saying, you want to see The Witch, it's a fantastic movie. Couldn't get into it, so in the end I gave up. Yeah, but has anybody seen that? What's your thoughts on it? Dr. Impossible, there was a case in Cornwall quite a few years ago where the kids were sticking bangers in car exhaust pipes, bloody nutters. At least it wasn't a banana and a tailpipe, yeah. Beverly Hills Cop, Alan, yeah, it's ages since I saw Beverly Hills Cop. That bloody nutcases carry on like that. We often say, like, in our family, what person in their right mind to carry on like that? The bloody nutcases. My dad he always used to say, when he saw anything on the news, like Yobs and that, he said, bloody nutcases, he said, carrying on like that. What's wrong with them? There's something missing up here. Obviously there is. What sensible person carry on like that? Only a bloody nutcase. Tony Crosby. Debbie Harry was a lovely witch in Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Yep. Dr. Impossible to Gina. We live not too far away from the Bodmin and the Wentworth Steam Railway. It's a magical part of mid Cornwall. Yeah. Except for the Beast of Bodmin. I've heard of the Beast of Bodmin. Yeah. Some farmers saw it last week apparently. Oh right, yeah. So it's still sort of like lurking around, is it? Yeah, I've heard a few stories about that. The Beast of Bodmin. Tell you what, guys, I don't know if you've seen on YouTube, they have these like channels where, you know, paranormal channels, and there's one I was watching last week with my mum, and it's basically to show you these photographs. They look like ordinary people and that, you know, ordinary everyday photographs, but they've got like a dark story behind them. All sorts of things and that, ghosts, murderers and that. There was one guy dressed in a Santa Claus outfit, and he was a bloody serial killer, you know. And then there was another one where these I think it was 3 girls. They were standing outside taking a selfie, and a couple of minutes later they were knocked down by a train. Oh yeah, they're real creepy. Yeah. Just type in YouTube photos, dark histories, and some of the stories they're quite shocking. You know, they really are. Richard Brown saying, "Love the Witch." Oh right, you like that one, did you, Richard? It was set in New England. That's right, New England. Yeah, New England. Melanie is saying, anyone had any paranormal experiences with witches or demons? Can't say I have, but I've had a couple of ghostly experiences, like, you know, well, my family have as well. They used to live at a very haunted house in Birkenhead, and they used to be all sorts, chopping of wood in the middle of the night when there was nobody there, footsteps on the landing, bangs on the window, all sorts of weird things and that. My mum worked in a haunted cake shop, I've said this before, and she used to get trays getting lifted up by unseen hands and just thrown, you know, around the shop. Yeah, this is true. It's you know, I'm not you know, beating about the bush here. And then the serviettes, they just get thrown up in the air in the cake shop, in the window of the cake shop. Yeah, loads of weird experiences now. But yeah, no experiences with witches or demons. But there's been quite a few bloody demons on here tonight. And you know what I mean. But no, thankfully no. Never had any experience with real life witches or real life demons. I hope I never have. Never have any such experiences. Gina is saying to Dr. Impossible, bloody fireworks, bloody nutcases. Fuck off. Sorry about that, guys. Bloody nutcases letting fireworks off. Want to go and get a bloody life. Brian Gilson, I watched a film called Shrine about a reporter looking for a village in Europe with a statue in the fog. Get out! After they look at it, the villagers chase after them. Go and get a bloody life, idiots! Bloody what's names, isn't there? I watched a film called Shrine about a reporter looking for a village in Europe with a statue in the fog. After they look at the villagers chase after them. Sorry about this, guys, a bloody nutcases tonight. Witching Time from Hammer House of Horror. Great tale, talking about fireworks, seeing a box in Tesco's £100. What a joke, Steve. Yeah, they must have plenty of money to buy fireworks and that, considering there's supposed to be a cost of living crisis on, and they're buying bloody fireworks. Idiots. The original Night of the Demon is my favourite witchcraft movie. There's a few demons on this channel tonight. I'd love to know where they lived. Sorry about this, guys. If this is going to continue, I'm going to have to finish this stream early. I'm awful sorry about this, but you know, we've had trolls, we've had noisy idiots, and I'm not going to continue. If this is going to carry on, I'm going to have to call it. I'm going to have to cut it short tonight. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I'm not putting up with this. Getting me stream spoiled by bloody idiots. That's all they are. Bloody nutcases. Yeah, Richard Brown, there was a tree in a wood near here that was completely covered in nails. That was supposed to be related to witchcraft. It was near a place called Moon Hill. Pete saying, wow, that's ridiculous with the fireworks. We get them in the daytime. So, I know, yeah, Pete, they're bloody nuisances, yeah. I say, they must have plenty of money. They're going around moaning, I'm going to afford me heating, you know. And I go to the bloody supermarket and buy stupid bloody fireworks. Watching their bloody money go up and smoke. I bet it's not bloody honest either. Hate them bloody noisy things. I wouldn't care. It's not even here yet. Bonfire, and it's not even here yet, and they're still bloody letting them off. Idiots. A lot of firework displays have stopped now because of the health and safety. Yeah, we want to stop selling the bloody fireworks so early. You know, these bloody nutcases buying them. You know, causing a bloody nuisance, frightening the animals off to death. My cousin hates them as well, you know, the only one. My cousin hates them as well. She gets them by her house, letting them off all hours of the night. She's had to ring the police a few times. I think I'll be doing the same if this carries on. Have you heard of the Pendle Hill Witches? Yeah, definitely. Dr. Impossible, just like the guy who cuts the grass at 1 AM in the morning, Pete. Is he still doing... Oh, another noisy idiot, cutting the grass at 1 o'clock in the morning. Need I say more? Pete's saying, from October to New Year's, it's non-stop fireworks. I know, yeah. They must have more money than sense, Pete. That's all I've got to say. Yeah, bloody nutcases. And some of the adults are worse than the bloody kids. Pete's saying, yeah, he still does, Doctor. Yeah, he wants to go and get a life, whoever he is. We had a bloody nutcase riding a bloody motorbike up and down the other night at bloody 20 to 4 in the morning. Yeah, bloody roaring up and down the street. Bloody idiots. I wish I knew where he lived. Idiots. Ebony saying, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch shows the baddie Conal Cochran explaining the source of Halloween and Bonfire Night. Sam Hain, yeah. You say, I must apologise, guys, for you know, all this tonight. You know, these bloody trolls and that, and these, you know, the noise outside and that. You know, you said you want to go and get a bloody life. You know, you most probably haven't got a life. Losers. Playtendo guy, DIY all night with a big searchlight in the garden as well. Be more than a bloody searchlight. I'll be what's the naming. I'll take a bloody bucket of water and throw it over them. Love to do that, you know. Just sneak around and throw the water over their bloody fireworks and them as well. Idiots. You can ring the police, you know. You can ring the police if there's any disturbances like that. Just get on the phone and ring the police and get them shifted. Right then, guys, I'm not gonna have any more rants now. I think I've ranted enough tonight. I think I might be finishing a bit early tonight, to be honest with you. But don't blame me. Blame the idiotic trolls and the bloody noise outside. I'm not going to do a live. It wouldn't be fair on you guys doing a live stream and getting interrupted by those bloody stupid trolls and the bloody nutcases outside with the bloody stupid fireworks. You know. Yeah, I'll be getting on the phone anyway. You know, you're not supposed to. It's antisocial behaviour. I think I'll be getting on the phone if it persists. Yeah. Like Playtendo guy. To be honest, this garden is like Stepso's yard. Tony Crosby, we love your streams and your rants, Alan. Our own Victor Meldrew. I wouldn't go as far as to say Victor Meldrew. I don't like ranting on streams, you know. It's just I just don't like getting interrupted and that, you know. So I think we're gonna have to sort something out with the time, with the times of these streams and that, yeah. So yeah, don't let them get you down. Yeah, thanks. Pete's saying, keep on doing your streams, mate. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm just apologise to you all, Pete. You know, for if it's sort of like it hasn't gone quite well tonight. You know, with the bloody noisy idiots and that. and you know, say my cousin hates them by her house and that, you know, they let fireworks off by her house, and she's got a dog and that, and it frightens the poor dog, quaking and that, and we've got cats and that. It's not on, is it? You know, you want to go and get a bloody light. I hate them bloody fireworks, and the bloody idiots that let them off as well. They've got no consideration at all. You bloody sad shower. I'm tempted to swear here, but you know me, Pete, I don't say if I can help it, you know. But yeah, it's not. I'm not the only one that thinks this. There's quite a few people think this about these idiots and that, you know, letting fireworks off and that, you know. But yeah, I'm not gonna stop doing these streams because of them nutcases, you know. I don't know what they get out of them, to be honest with you. They're just watching their bloody money go up in smoke. Edna, you should do a show with us, sending your facts and questions in advance and thwart the trolls, yeah. So I know a lot of you guys get trolls on your channels, don't you? I've seen some of the disgusting things you come out with as well, and it's I don't approve of that sort of thing, you know. I think it's just vile, it's disgusting, and the persons who do it, well, you know my thoughts on them. Probably losers. I call them losers. Dr. Impossible, my next door neighbour is going to throw a New Year party in his back. I hate bloody New Year. Oh, I can't stand that. It will be a firework party with a hot tub. He did it last year, I kid you not. Oh, say no more. I know exactly what you mean. Ebony, you should do a show with us, you know. Had that one. Sorry guys, it's just the comments are going a bit weird here. Chestnut 7, don't let them beat you, Alan. No, I'm not, mate. Pete's saying, do you get loads of antisocial behaviour where you live then, Alan? We get quite a bit, yeah. Well, it's gone bad virtually everywhere now. You know, it's gone really bad and that, you know, you're getting these bloody motorbikes and that. And I say my cousin gets a lot of that. She's had to shift them a few times from her house, you know, because she lives by, my cousin lives by a big field and that, you know, and they do tend to congregate. Like in the early hours of the morning and that, and my cousin, she's lost count of the times when she's had to ring the police and get them moved on and that, you know. And even going back even further than that piece, going back to the 80s and that, you know. Me auntie, God rest her soul, she used to have the yobs outside her house at 2 and 3 in the morning playing football against the wall at the side of her house and that, and her husband had to go out and chase them a few times. Oh yeah, it's gone really bad. You know, it really has, you know, it needs to be, needs a big clean up and that, but there's a lot of decent people in this area. It's just the odd idiots and that, you know, that causes the trouble, you know. I call them losers, that's all you'll ever be to me, losers. Yeah, loads of animals hate fireworks, dogs hide under tables, it isn't nice. I know, Pete, yeah, it's not fair, like the poor animals and that, you know. As I say, we've got a couple of cats and that, and as I say, my cousin's got a dog, and it's not fair on the animals, like, you know, frightening to death and that with those noisy, stupid bomb things. Yeah, there's definitely something not between the ears with them. Ebony, yeah, trolls get under your skin with their insulting and perversive comments, just ignore. Yeah, they're bloody nutcases. Wow, Dr. Impossible, that sounds like extravagant New Year's celebration. Better move to Bodmin, Alan. Me and the beast of Bodmin Moor will welcome you with open arms and a pasty, yeah. Pete's saying villages are definitely better. Don't get so much hassle out there. Yeah, definitely. Tony Crosby saying people brought up with no manners and respect, these are the real deal. Exactly, Tony. Yeah. The parents don't know how to bring them up. You know, so what can you expect? You know, you don't know any better. So what respect are they going to show decent, law-abiding people? None. And he should be put behind bars. Well, I say put behind bars for a minimum of bloody 5 years, depending on the severity of the offence. That's what I think anyway. David Price, evening Alan. Just joined your stream. Been a busy day. No fireworks here yet due to the rain. I wish it was raining here, and I wish it was raining heavily as well. Talking of witches, I watched the Hammer film, The Witches, last night. Yeah. Playtendo guy, New Year's Eve every year. It's constant fireworks from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, we always say they're celebrating New Year. They don't know what the hell they're welcoming in. You know, a lot of people like welcome it, going mad on the New Year. There's not here. You know, not here like this time last year. You know, a lot of people like it. It's got, you know, they're here, they've gone. You know, so I've never liked New Year's Eve. I don't mind Christmas. I love Christmas. I don't like New Year. Yeah, my mum's not fussy on New Year either. Yeah, I just don't like it. Pete's saying, unfortunately, parents at least round here don't teach the kids respect. This is what's lacking, isn't it, in society? Respect. Yeah, they just go out and play. You know, they don't care where they go. They don't care what they get up to. You know, and you know, it's just very sad the way it's gone. You know, Dr. Impossible. It was Pete. We've got a hedge that quite large in the back garden. You can see over the hedge a bit. He was a retired publisher from London, and his wife is like a Barbie doll. Yeah. Yeah, I'll finish at 10, I think, guys. Yeah. So I'm sorry about this tonight and that. Yeah. I don't really like going on too much about, you know, like ranting and that, you know, but it just gets under your skin, these trolls and that, you know, and other things besides. You just want to, all I can say is they just want to get a life. You know, they're just sad, very, very sad people. That's my opinion. In other words, losers. Right, where are we? Yes, just waiting for some more comments, guys. Well, thanks for turning up anyway. And I say, apologise again if it hasn't gone quite the way I'd hoped. So any plans for the weekend then? And dare I say it, any of you going to any firework displays in your area? Yeah, we don't need to go to one. We have a bigger one here, you know. So yeah, so it usually starts quite early actually, you know. So I think I'll have to get my earplugs in, yeah, or either that or go for a couple. I'm not a heavy drinker. Go to the pub and have 1 or 2 pints before I go home, see half the night and that, yeah. I usually go to Liverpool on a Saturday afternoon, do a bit of Blu-ray hunting, you know. So and sometimes I might pop in for a quick pint, you know, before I come home and that, yeah. So David Price is saying, how about bringing back the gallows and start hanging in the yard? Oh, that's a good idea. Well, my town centre is full of yobs and lack of police. They should get tough with them, shouldn't they? Yeah, definitely, yeah. Pete's saying, sounds about right, Dr. Impossible, yeah. Kelvin saying, I saw The Witch, very disappointed after so much hype. Slow story and just didn't live up to other reviews, yeah. Pete's saying, we get hot tubs in the garden here, but it's like a scene of Shameless, right? Chestnut 7, I'm going to watch the Likely Lads after your stream. Even when you put bloody I don't know what you guys think, but even when your fireworks are going on, even when you put your earphones on and put, like, even if you put like pop music on, like, you can still hear the bloody things. They're that loud, you know. I've had my earphones on many a time and I put up not really loud, not deafening, but you can still hear the bloody things out, you know. That's how loud they are, you know. It's bloody, it's ridiculous. Dr. Impossible, he's the Hugh Hefner of Bodmin piece. Tony Crosby, I noticed something about Halloween, Alan. They come round trick or treating, but they don't go round carol singing anymore. Yeah, we used to get a lot of carol singers. We don't bother now. No. Melanie Gilson, I'm not a fan of New Year, but I love Christmas. Yes, same here, Mel. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. As I say, I'm not a big fan of New Year. Don't like it. I think it's overrated, but I do love Christmas. Always have, and I always will. The only little thing that spoils it for me about Christmas is when everywhere's packed. You know, you can't get served. You're standing in endless queues. That's the only thing that spoils it. It gets very busy and that, the traffic on the road and that, and, you know, people queuing up and going mad and that. Yeah, but other than that, I love it. Pete's saying, who needs to pay for fireworks when we can watch all the neighbours waste their money? I know, yeah. You've hit the nail on the head there, Pete. Yeah, wasting their money, yeah. Just think of all the Blu-rays and DVDs. Well, that's if they even watch one DVD. They could buy with all the money they waste on fireworks. You know, ridiculous. Richard's saying, have you seen The Witches of Eastwick? That's the one with Jack Nicholson in, isn't it? Saw it a few years ago. I don't remember too much about it, Richard, but yeah, I have seen it. I like Jack Nicholson. Right. Dawn of a Discoholic 66. Good night, Helen. Have to go. So sorry about so many trolls and firework nutters. I know, yeah. Bloody nuisances tonight. Looking forward to the next stream. Oh, thanks very much, yeah. Thanks for turning up, yeah. Yeah, I hope to see you again, yeah, at the next stream, yeah. Have a nice weekend, yeah. Yeah, thanks, bye. Pete's saying, we just have the Frank Gallagher here. Dr. Impossible, no Hugh Hefner insights. Pete's saying, normally kids beg for money instead of sweets round here for trick-or-treats, right? David Price is saying, as for bonfire night, I don't do anything used to do. Penny for the buy back in the 70s with friends, but all that's gone now. This Christmas will be on a budget, yeah. Dr. Impossible, shameless. I never saw that series, but its reputation is legendary. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, it's notorious. Yeah, I've never watched it. Not my cup of tea. See enough of it in real life. Nice. Yeah, so I'll be on till around about 10 o'clock, guys, and I'll call that a night. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry about the nuisances tonight now, but I'm going to sort something out with that. I'm not having that on my channel. Just can't abide, idiots like that anywhere, anywhere at all. Right, Pete's saying its legacy lives on my town. Dr. Impossible, right? Miserable old guess in me late 60s now. Always did hate New Year. Great stream, TC Steve. Our cheers. Yeah, so before I go, guys, at 10, so with the theme being witches and demons, can you think of any more good movies with witches and demons, and perhaps some I mightn't have seen? Yeah, let's have them, and that, always interested in, hearing about movies what I've never seen. Yes, I say that Night of the Demons, a great one with Donna Andrews. As I say, the Elizabeth Montgomery series, Bewitched, great series. If you haven't seen it, you highly recommend it. This is a lovely box set. This, yeah. So and as I say, The Love Witch, that's a great one as well. Yeah, lovely coloured movie as well. Yeah, you think you were watching a 1960s movie when you're watching this. So yeah. Hubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble, eh? Yeah. Oh, that was a song that Manfred Mann sang in the 60s. Hubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble. Yeah, great song. Yeah, my mum's got it on the Manfred Mann, Paul Jones greatest hits. Yeah, Hubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble. It's a great one, that. Anybody remember a series called HR Puff and Stuff with Witchy Poo in? Yeah, there was a witch in there called Witchy Poo. Jack Wilde was in it. The guy that was in it who played the Artful Dodger in Oliver Twist. Yeah, he played the Artful Dodger in Oliver Twist. And Jack Wilde was in it, HR Puff and Stuff. Yeah, that Witchy Poo. Yeah, she was quite a character as well. Witchy Poo. I tell you as well, going on to comics, guys, DC, the DC comics, they used to do a fantastic comic called The Witching Hour. I think I've spoke about this before on the previous stream. And what it was like Tales from the Crypt. I'm going to do a video of this. All my favourite horror comics. Yeah, it was like you had these three witches and each would tell a horror story. And I say, very similar to Tales from the Crypt, and it'd have like a twist at the end, and most of the time you wouldn't see the twist coming. But you'd have three witches, and two were ugly hags, and one was a glamorous one. Yeah, a blonde witch in that, like very much like Elvira, with a tight black dress on. But so if you've ever seen the Witching Hour comic, and if you ever see it in any of the comic, any of you go to any of the comic cons where they sell all comics and that, the sci-fi cons, you might just see a couple of copies of that. So I'd advise you, if you like those sorts of comics, to pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. The Witching Hour it's called, and it's by DC. Yeah, they were great comics then. David Price, Hocus Pocus is a Christmas witch film, right? Rock and Roll Hell. What about Night of the Demons? The Linnea Quigley one. That's a good laugh. I think I saw that many years ago. But I don't remember too much about it. I think it's out on Blu-ray now, isn't it? Yeah. Black Sunday with Barbara Steele. Yeah, definitely. Tony Crosby, I hate New Year's Eve, Alan, full of drunks, noise and fighting over nothing. Yeah, I remember going out to Liverpool on New Year's Eve. Went to the disco, near Delphi and that. I think it was Scott's. Anybody from Liverpool remember Scott's Disco? And the worst time to go New Year's Eve, and I was waiting at the queue outside. It was absolutely horrendous, and it was a bitterly cold night. And my parents thought I wasn't going to come home and that. I was waiting for a taxi and that. I think I must have been in the queue for about near 2 hours. And every time the black Hackney pulled up outside your Delphi, everybody had cheered to go, hey, hey, like another taxi's coming, hey, yeah. But I thought I was never going to get home that night, because that's how elated they were to see the taxi come, pull up and take another one out the queue, yeah. But and then again, another bad incident on New Year's Eve. But I went up to a pub in Prenton and it was chock-a-block. Couldn't get served, so I haven't gone out since then. New Year's Eve, just stayed in the house with the family and that, had a couple of drinks in the house and that. But yeah, it's definitely going out on a New Year's Eve. You can't get served. You everywhere's chock-a-block. Just don't bother anymore. Right. David Price, Twins of Evil, I love with the Witches theme. Yeah, that's a good one, that. Tony Crosby, have you seen a 70s movie, The Sentinel? I've got that one in my collection too. I love that one. Yeah. He's guarding the gates to hell, isn't he? The old priest and that. I think it's a John Carradine. And then the girl, the model, she takes over, doesn't she? That's a great one, that, based on a novel. Richard Brown, Rosemary's Baby is a classic. Yeah, good one. Rock and Roll Hell, I guess Wishmaster would be classed as a Demons film too. Haven't seen the sequels yet. I got the Vestron collection cheap on Facebook a year ago. Yeah, Wishmaster. Yeah, I'm hoping to pick that Vestron up with the 4 movies in. Yeah, I've seen the first one. I quite liked it. Excuse me. I quite liked it. So I most probably get the Vestron box set of that. Yeah. As I say, guys, I'm sorry again about tonight. Now it didn't go very well, but it's they're just a pain. They really are. You've got nothing better to do. Brian Gilson, what do you think of the film The Legacy? That's the one with Catherine Ross in, isn't it? I like that one. Yeah, that's the one where the guy out the Who, isn't it? He chokes, doesn't he? Is it on a fish bone or a chicken bone? He chokes to death, doesn't he? Yeah, there's some horrible deaths in that. Yeah, Catherine Ross. I've got that one. I think it's I think it's on the Indicator label. Yeah, it's a good one, that, The Legacy. Richard Brown, do the Cenobites and Hellraiser count as demons? Well, kind of, aren't they? Kind of, yeah. I haven't seen that new Hellraiser movie. Have any of you guys seen it? What did you think of it? Melanie Gilson saying, anyone watch The Witcher with Henry Cavill? Has lots of witches and magic. I haven't seen that one, Mel. No, I haven't seen that one. Dr. Impossible, I went back to where I used to live in London. Jesus, I don't even recognise the place. Left in 1994. Good job. The crime rate in the area is off the chart and the police couldn't give a SHIT. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's all wrong, isn't it? Yeah, I think they should get like the army into some of these idiots and that, get them off the streets and that. They can't even use the, what's the name now, can they? They can't even use the can't use the water cannon, can they, on the streets to disperse them? It's ridiculous. Pete's saying, The Witcher is a great series and also a brilliant video game series, very in depth with its old world witchcraft. Yeah, sounds good. David Price, the Johnny Depp film The Ninth Gate had a good witch theme. Yeah. Right. Mel saying, to play Tendo guy. Yeah, have played the game as well, very good. Yeah. Rock and Roll Hell, add a couple of moderators and you won't even notice these morons. Yeah, still a decent stream, consider me entertained. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, I say I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry it was ruined for you a bit, but yeah, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. But yeah, I'll definitely sort the matter out with the moderators and that. Yeah, just block them, completely block them, idiots they are. As I say, I don't like them on other YouTubers' channels. You know, I've seen, you know, some great YouTubers' channels and that, enjoying the live stream, and all of a sudden these bloody idiots gate crash with the disgusting talk and that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is. Tony's saying good old Roger Daltrey's in the legacy. Yeah, Roger Daltrey. Yeah. Gina's saying no need to apologise, Alan. I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say still really enjoyed the stream. I just ignore the fools. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the best policy, isn't it? Just ignore the fools, because that's all he bloody well are, fools. Dr. Impossible. Do you remember the episode of the ITV series Beasts with the Witch at the end? The episode was called Baby, scared the living shit out of me. Yeah. Tony Crosby. The first 3 Hellraiser movies are the best. I didn't like the sequels after that. Nope. Right, I'll be finishing soon, guys. Yeah, so I'll get through as many questions as I can and that. Yeah, I'll go off at 10, I think. Yeah. So as I say, the theme being witches and demons. You know, if you can think of any good witchcraft movies or demon movies, yeah, you know, let's have them. Richard Brown, have you seen Event Horizon? No, I don't fancy that one. That's the one with Sam Neill in, isn't it? A demonic sci-fi film. I've heard a lot of good things about that, Richard. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think it'd be my cup of tea, really. But I do know it has a big fan following, that one. Yes, as I say, guys, I really made up with this book, The Bewitched Continuum. Fantastic, yeah. So, and I say I've got the Elizabeth Montgomery one coming tomorrow. The biography. It's like part biography, part filmography. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a great actress, Elizabeth Montgomery. Yeah. And as I say, apart from Bewitched, she made some many great movies as well. Right, David Price is saying the Hammer film The Devil Rides Out is one of my favourite witchcraft films. Definitely, yeah. Oh, that villain, Charles Gray, MacArthur. Oh, he's one sinister character, him, isn't he? Yeah, and as I say, one of the few films where Christopher Lee is portrayed as a goodie. Yeah, and a very fine job he did too. Definitely. Patrick Moe's in that as well, isn't he? Yeah, the guy who was in Target, and it was Callan's buddy, wasn't he? Yeah, Patrick Moe, great actor. He was in what's the name as well, wasn't he? Wasn't he in was it Crossroads, or he was in Crossroads or Emmerdale, Patrick Moe. Pete saying anything you thinking about picking up soon? Well, I've got to sort this matter out with I don't know if you know the situation with if you've been watching me videos, the Satan's Little Helper. It arrived the other day. I didn't have the bloody slipcover with it, so I've had to get onto the company and say, look, you know, you're advertising with the slipcover, so I'm waiting for them to get back to me. But other than that, what I am thinking about picking up the well, this is going to be for Christmas. You know, the Night Gallery season 3, because I've got the first 2 seasons of that, so I'll most probably pick that up for Christmas. And also, Pete, there's a box set coming out of The Grudge, the foreign movies, The Grudge. I know, is it Andy, one of the guys? I think he's ordered that, hasn't he? The Grudge, yeah. So I'll most probably pick that up. So that looks a lovely box set, that. So yeah, so they're the 2 main ones at the moment, yeah. So getting away from horror for a moment, they're bringing out one of Elvis's films on 4K, Blue Hawaii, so I'm hoping to pick that up as well, yeah. So that's one of my favourite Elvis movies, that, Blue Hawaii, and I should imagine on 4K it'll look absolutely gorgeous, yeah. So they're the only ones really at the moment. Right, just go to the comments. Right, David Price is saying Vampire Circus will be out soon. That's a great one, that. I've got the Blu-ray of that, but this new one that's coming out, if it's a better transfer and there's more features on it, I might be tempted to pick it up. I love Vampire Circus, yeah. That's one of my all-time favourites Hammer horror movies, yeah. Love that movie. Brian's saying your review of The Two Witches was really good. It sounds creepy. It's great that one, Brian, The Two Witches, yeah. I must admit, when I first started watching it, some of the scenes, the jarring scenes, I wasn't too keen on, but as the movie got underway, I got into the story more and more, and in the end I thought to myself, I'm going to keep this one and add it to my collection. Yeah, it's a good movie, yeah. And the witches are real demons, yeah. Talk about mixing the demonic aspect with the witchcraft aspect. You've got one hell of a movie there. Right, Rock and Roll Hell. I don't know if you're into Vinegar Syndrome, but they put out some great Mexican demon films a few years ago. Oh, right. One was called Grave Robbers, and one was called Don't Panic. I haven't seen them. Really good 80s movies. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks very much, mate. Yeah, I'll have to watch out for them. Yeah, they sound good. Yeah. Why, Vinegar Syndrome, some of their releases, they're really on the money, aren't they, with the with the presentation and that. Rock and Roll Hell, look them up. I will do. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah. Richard Brown, surprised you haven't mentioned Blood on Satan's Club. It's funny you should say that. I'm just about to mention it now. Fantastic occult movie. Linda Hayden as Angel. I think her name's Angel Blake. She is one creepy character. Yeah, very centered on the folk horror aspect. And it lovely. I've got the Blu-ray's lovely. It really is. Yeah, packed with special features, and it's a fantastic British folk horror. If you haven't seen Blood on Satan's Claw, I highly recommend that you get yourself a copy. It's a great little movie. You'll absolutely love it. Barry Andrews is in it as well. Who's in Dracula's Risen from the Grave. Melanie says, do you guys like the Evil Dead movies and series? Love Bruce Campbell. Well, I like Evil Dead 1 and I like Evil Dead 2. I don't like that one where he goes back to medieval times. Evil Dead 3, Army of Darkness. I was never a fan of that, but I do like the first two. The second one was a reboot, wasn't it? Yeah, I tried to get into the series, but after a couple of episodes I thought, meh, it's a bit too, they put too many comedic elements in, and it was a bit far-fetched, so I didn't bother watching the rest. But I do love the first two Evil Dead, and I haven't watched the remake for a few years, so I don't remember too much about that. But a lot of people say that's better than the original, but I might put that on actually this week and revisit that. But yeah, the first two are my favourites. David is saying Emmerdale he was in, but I still call it Emmerdale Farm. Yeah, I still call it Emmerdale Farm. Yeah. Started in the 70s, didn't it? Yeah. They're talking about radio, talking about TV shows, guys. They were saying on Radio Merseyside, Brookside, it was 1982, celebrating its anniversary. Yeah. So they even talk about bringing it back. Yeah. What's our favourite actor? From my neck of the woods, Ricky Tomlinson, he starred in that, didn't he? Yeah, Jim Royal from the Royal Family. Yeah, didn't watch it all that much really. Right, Gina to Melanie. Yes, I love the first two Evil Dead films. Bruce Campbell is great. Yep. Bruce Campbell, he was in Maniac Cop as well, wasn't he? Yeah, I haven't got any of the Maniac Cop movies in my collection. I'll have to get them. Patrick Mower was in Carry On England. Yeah, I believe he was. Dr. Impossible. Do you remember, Alan, the film made by 20th Century Fox called The Mephisto Waltz? I've heard of it. That was a creepy film about a pianist, yeah? A witch and some seriously edgy Jerry Goldsmith score. Oh, I think I've got that one in my collection. Yeah, it's like a creepy tune, isn't it? Yeah. Oh God, yeah, I've got that one. It's ages since I've watched it. Yeah, the Mephisto Waltz. Yeah, is it? What's the name in that? Oh God, the German actor is it Kurt Jürgens? I'm sure he's in that. It's ages since I watched it. It really is. Catherine Ross in that one as well. Yeah, the Mephisto Waltz. Yeah, it's got a bit of a twist at the end, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm sure Kurt Jürgens is in that. Yeah, he was in that one, Amicus, wasn't he? Where he had the Indian road trip, where he robbed the fakers, the rope and that, And yeah, that's quite an eerie story. That Pete's saying, I think there's another Elves 4K coming out as well as Blue Hawaii. I think it might be Girls. Oh right, I'll have to watch out for that. Thanks for that, Pete. Yeah. I hope to get all of Elvis's movies eventually on Blu-ray and 4K. I've got a couple of German releases on Blu-ray, yeah. So, it'd be great. It'd be great if they released a big box set, wouldn't it? All Elvis's films in 4K and Blu-ray. But I should imagine that the price will be astronomical for that. But yeah, you never know. Fingers crossed. Mel's saying Carnival of Souls is one of my favourite old horror movies. Definitely. I love Carnival of Souls, Mel. Yeah, that's great. That it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, the creepy deserted like it's like a sort of like a dance hall, isn't it? Like a sort of like a relic from an old fairground and that, and it's in the wilderness and that, yeah. And oh yeah, and the car, you know, the car accidents and that. That's a great one. That it's full of atmosphere. Very, very creepy movie, Carnival of Souls. Any of you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend. Yeah, get the Criterion edition because that's got the special features on. That's a great one, that, Mel. Carnival of Souls. Yeah, that's one of my all-time favourites. That I like Dementia 13 as well. That was made around about the same time. I believe it's Francis Ford Coppola's first movie, Dementia 13. Yeah, very much along the lines of Psycho, but very, very creepy movie. Yeah, I've got the Blu-ray of that as well. Rock and Roll Hell, Don't Open Till Christmas, arrived this week from Vinegar. I'm sure we'll be grabbing that one too. Lovely package. Oh, I've got that one. Don't Open Till Christmas on is it a German Blu-ray? Yeah, I think it's a German release. Yeah, Don't Open. It's a good one. That I agree. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at this this Vinegar Syndrome one. What you're saying about? Yeah, cheers for that. Right, David Price. I love Linda Hayden. Met her 3 times. Oh, that's great. That. Yeah. She goes to a lot of horror conventions, doesn't she, David? Linda Hayden. Yeah, lovely lady. Yeah, I love her in Taste of Blood of Dracula as well. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, fantastic actress. David Price. I used to watch Brookside. Started 1982. Yeah. That's when it started. Yeah. Gina. Yes, Kurt Jurgens is in the. I thought he was in the Mephisto Waltz. Yeah, I thought he was. Richard's saying, I bought The Baby yesterday. Oh, that's a great one, that The Baby. Yeah, the grown man. Yeah, he sort of like, he acts like a toddler, doesn't he? Yeah, sucks his thumb and wears a nappy. That's a great one, that. Yeah, it's a kind of a Marmite movie. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. I had a lot of fun watching that, and of course you might have seen my video where I reviewed that. That's a great one, that, The Baby. Yeah. Pete's asking me, what's your favourite boutique label? Oh, I like quite a few. I like Arrow. As I just said before, I like Vinegar Syndrome. They've released some good titles. Scream Factory are a big favourite of mine. Indicator, Network, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's quite a few pieces I like, yeah. But Scream Factory done a great job with those Dracula, Hammer, Dracula, Frankenstein movies, yeah. They've only released a few so far, but fingers crossed, you know, they might release some more, yeah. Oh, Arrow, I think Arrow is the label I've got the most movies under, yeah. Arrow, yeah, I love Arrow, yeah. And that Count Yorga one, that's a great one, that. Got the 2 Count Yorga films in. Oh yeah, I love Arrow. David Price, The House That Dripped Blood had a great witchcraft story of Christopher Lee. It did, yeah, the little girl, yeah, with the doll and that, yeah, and the mother was supposed to be a witch, wasn't she? Yeah, oh, that's a great one, that. The House That Dripped Blood, yeah. Christopher Lee's the dad, isn't he? Yeah, he's very offhand, isn't he? He's very sort of like curse and that, you know, and yeah, he's very dominant in that of his daughter and that, you know, yeah. Oh, it's a great one, that. Yeah, and he has disagreements, doesn't he, with the nanny over how he should bring her up. That's a great one, that. Horrible ending as well. Ooh, sends shivers down your spine. Mel, to peace. Scream Factory of Grace. Yeah, I'd certainly echo that, Mel. Right, just waiting for some more comments. Well, it'll be just over 5 minutes, guys, yeah. So I'll try to get through as many questions as I can. But I've enjoyed it anyway, apart from the stupid interruptions. Yeah, so I haven't decided on the I haven't decided what the theme will be for the next stream, but I'll post it up anyway, yeah. So well, thanks for turning up anyway. I've enjoyed it, yeah. So I'll try to whiz through as many comments as I can, you know, before I go off at 10, if that's okay. Right, Brian's saying Bloodbath at the House of Death is so funny. Oh, is that the one with Kenny Everton and Pamela Stevenson? Yeah, Gareth Hunt, yeah, that's a good one, that. Vincent Price is in it, isn't he? Chestnut F7, Chloe Franks, also the girl in Tales from the Crypt. That's it, yeah, Chloe Franks. Richard Brown, the Taylor's Dummy Story in Asylum. That's a good one, that, yeah. He wants him to make a suit for his son, doesn't he? Peter Cushing, and he gives him this sort of like weird layout and that. That's a great one, that. Yeah, I've got the poster of that. And the one with Britt Eklund in, when Lucy came to stay. That's a good one. Yeah, she's kind of like a ghost, isn't she? Yeah, and like a kind of an imaginary friend, isn't she? Yeah, that's a great. Well, they're all good. They're all good. The House of Drip Blood. That's a good big favourite of mine. Yeah, and of course the Dracula movies and that. But I've always loved my Amicus horrors. I really have. Yeah, and oh, fantastic. Yeah, I love them. I've got them all in my collection. I never get tired of them. Gina's saying, good night, Alan, and everyone. Have a great weekend. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Gina. Thanks for turning up. And as I say, I'm sorry about the interruptions and that with the trolls and the like. But yeah, have a nice weekend. And all going well. I'll talk to you again next week. Thanks for turning up. David's saying, I've enjoyed this stream, Macy. We'll play back and watch from the beginning. Sorry you had I know, yeah. We've got to sort them out, yeah. Before they can even have a chance, to come out with the nonsense what they came out with tonight. Dr. Impossible, cheers. Thanks. Melanie Gibson, good night, everyone. Great chatting to you all. Same time next week. Oh, thanks very much, Mel. Yeah. Cheers. Pete saying, fantastic stream, Alan. Oh, thanks very much, Pete. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. It was nice to see you again. Always enjoy them with great topics. Can't wait for the next one. Oh, thanks very much, mate. Yeah, and fingers crossed the next one will go without any hitches. Yeah. Have a nice weekend anyway, Pete. And if you do any Blu-ray hunting, we send off for any. Hope you get some good titles. Yeah. Thanks for turning up, mate. Yeah, cheers, mate. David Price, nice stream, mate. We'll look forward to your next one stream. Oh, thanks very much, David. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, and I say I'm sorry about the trolls and that, but yeah, have a nice weekend. Yeah. Brian saying, do you like the aspects of Robert Powell? It's a good one, that. I like that one. Harlequin's not bad as well. Tony Crosby, nice, Alan and gang. Have a great weekend. Don't let the fireworks get. Oh yeah, thanks, Toe. Yeah, I'll try not to. Yeah, it'll soon be over, won't it? Yeah, soon be over. Thanks very much, Toe. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Chestnut F7. Good night, Alan, everyone. Till next time. Oh yeah, cheers. Yeah, cheers, Sean. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Yeah, thanks. Rock and Roll Hell, thanks for the evening entertainment. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry, as I say, I can't, apologising profusely about the trolls and that, but, we're going to sort that out once and for all, David Price will be going into my HMV tomorrow. Hope you get some bargains, yeah, hope so. Bushman Blue, still a great night, Alan. The trolls didn't ruin it for me. Oh, that's great, Mark. Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Yeah, and have a nice weekend. Yeah, and if you go Blu-ray hunting, I hope you manage to pick up some bargains. Yeah, cheers, Mark. Fazbear Brothers, good night, Alan and everyone. Great stream tonight. Sorry about the trolls and the fire. Yeah, I know. Yeah, bloody nuisances. Yeah. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Yeah, I've enjoyed it, guys. Yeah, and as I say, we'll sort something out with those trolls and that. I'm not having that crap on my channel all the time. Yeah, gonna sort them out, keep them out. So at the end of the stream, if just send me a message in that, and I'll, if you want to be a moderator, we can sort something out. Thanks for the offers anyway, really appreciate it. Brian saying, good night, Alan. Yeah, oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, thanks for turning up, mate. Yeah, really enjoyed the stream. I will send you a message about becoming a moderator. Thanks. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Oh yeah, cheers, Brian. Yeah, hope you have a nice weekend as well. Yeah, thanks very much. David's saying, don't let the idiots get you down, mate. Walk tall. Yeah, that's Val Doonigan used to say. My mum says, walk tall, I'll look the world right in the eye. Yeah. Oh, thanks very much, David. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Right. Yeah, but I've enjoyed it, guys. I really have. Yeah. So yeah. All right then, guys. Well, I'm going to go now. As I say, I don't know what the theme will be for next week. I'm sure that'll all be sourced out over the weekend and that. But I've got to say again about tonight with those trolls and that and the noise outside. You do get these bloody idiots from time to time, don't you? Crashing and gate crashing and that, but I'm going to make sure, I'm going to put up a good safeguard, and I've had some great offers, from some people tonight, and I'm going to take them up on it and that, and just make sure, keep them out, so just one or two more here, guys. Just got to mention David Price. Have a nice weekend, folks. Yeah, thanks, David. Yeah. Richard saying, thanks everyone, enjoy these streams. Yeah, alright then, guys, well, I'm going to go now. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and have a nice weekend. Yeah, and if you're going to any firework displays, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and all going well, God willing. Yeah, I am sorry about this tonight, guys. I really am. Yeah, I shall be back again next Thursday, same time, same place. So bye for now. Take care. Bye.